So this event was like crossing over into another dimension. This concert, this Susie and the Banshees concert, believe it or not, was, literally like I had been reassigned to another tribe. This was at Perkins Palace. Now, Perkins Palace is like where Adam Ant played. I think Madonna played there. Major people wanted to play Perkins Palace. It was kind of a badge of honor. It was right next to K-Rock, the radio station. They used to say it was in Pasadena, Pasadena. How LA is that? So now, this lady buys the tickets and I'm a 14-year-old and there's nothing ooky about it. But so I'm shifting now into this like not new wave, but like early punk. And like I said, punk adjacent alternative, not goth. If you look at Susie and the Banshees today, yes, you're going to, maybe the youth of America is going to go, yeah, goth. Well, we didn't really have goth. And I was turned on to Susie and the Banshees because I was obsessed with her first album called Kaleidoscope. Now, yes, the Pretenders' first album was the one that totally flipped the paradigm. And it was no longer Bette Midler, but it was this other thing. It's an amazing album, by the way. If you haven't heard the Pretenders' first album, whoa. But so then once I dived in a little bit with loving that album, first thing that hits me is Susie and the Banshees. Kaleidoscope, her first album. In fact, when I was in Europe with, again, these, two besties and my girlfriend, we went to King's Road, very famous place, very famous in the 60s and whatever. We were there in 81 and they were selling vinyl out of cardboard boxes on rental tables. So this is not the King's Road that you see now with Chanel and J. Crew and whatever. Not by a long shot, because my husband and I were in London kind of 15, 20 years ago. Yeah, that's a long time. But I'm walking down King's Road like, Mike, but I can't describe it because everything's so goddamn fancy. Like you can't even imagine it. So I go to this concert with this lady that is like CEO of what is considered like the commercial television Bible. It had all the ads, all the networking, all the everything for commercial television in that book. So if you weren't in that book or looking through that book or trying to get hired through that book, you were nowheresville. But I knew this woman through my mom. But imagine, right? I have this amazing Susie and the Banshees event, having shifted out of musical theater or what a chorus line. No, that was a little bit earlier. But now I'm with one of the coolest adults that my mother knows in the industry. And she wants to take me to a Susie and the Banshees concert. Floored.